Yad vidate Bhagavan Swachchandatmatmamayaya Tani me shadadhanasya Kirtanyanyanukirtaya Yad yad vidadhati Bhagavan Swachchandatmatmamayaya Tani me shadadhanasya Kirtanyanyanukirtaya. Therefore, please precisely describe all the activities and pastimes of the personality of Godhead, who is full of self-desire and who assumes all these activities by his internal potency.
Jad jad vidhatti Bhagavan Satchandatma Atmamaya Tani me Saddadhanasya Kirtanani Anukirtaya. So, the speaker and the audience. Savanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Bandhanam Dasyam Sakkhamatho Nivedanam. These are the 9 different processes of devotion and service, devotional life. The beginning is Savanam Kirtanam. This is the beginning of Saddadhanasya, and one must be very eager or sincere to hear Saddadhanas, Saddhya. Then it will be successful. In the Bhagavad Gita also it is stated, Satatam kirtantam ma jatantascha dhiravrata namasantascha manga bhaktya nitya jukta upasate. So, we have to speak or chant about the holy activities of the Supreme Personality of God. That is, simply by, if we hear, just like Avavat Vaiyasaki Kirtan, Sri Vishnu Sravane Parike. This Bhagavad was recited by Sukadeva Goswami, and it was heard by Parikshit Maharaj. So, although there are 9 processes, Savanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam. You hear about Krishna, Krishna and Vishnu the same. Krishna is the origin of Vishnu Tattva, and Vishnu is expansion of Krishna. So, when we speak of Vishnu, the origin of Vishnu is Krishna. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Aham adirihi devana. I am the origin even of the devas. The most important devas are Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Creation. In the beginning of creation, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. From Vishnu, Brahma is born. From Brahma, Lord Shiva is born. and they take charge of the three moods of material nature. Brahma, Vishnu takes the charge of Satogun, and the Lord Brahma takes the charge of Rajagun, and Lord Shiva takes the charge of Tamogun. But in the creation, before the creation, when there was no Brahma, no Shiva, there was Krishna. Therefore Krishna says, Aham Adidhi Devana. The creator, all the devas, demigods, all living entities, they are created after this cosmic manifestation is created. Therefore in the Vedas it is said, in the beginning there was no Brahma, no Shiva, only Narayana Asit, Eko Narayana Asit. That Narayana is also another plenary expansion of Krishna. Therefore Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Matta paratarang nanyat kinchid asti dhananjaya. So we have to learn from the Shastra that Krishna is the origin, Bhagavan. Krishnastu Bhagavan Sayam. Iti changsukala pumsang Krishnastu Bhagavan Sayam. All the Vishnu Tattvas, all the incarnations, they are plenary expansion of Krishna and are expansion of the expansion. Thousands and thousands, millions. Just like there are waves in the ocean and the river, similarly there are incarnations, many thousands. Saktavish avatar, Guna avatar, Swayam avatar, many avatars. They are described in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So, all these avatars are Satchanda Atma. There is no cares and anxiety. Just like if we organize a business or some management, we have got so many anxieties. Even he is the managing director or proprietor or the supreme person in some establishment, he has got so many anxieties. He is not very happy, although he is sitting in his room without any disturbance, but because he has to manage, the brain is working how to do this, how to do that, how to manage that affair. He is always full of anxiety. This is material nature. In the material world, you cannot be without any anxiety. That is not possible. Asat graha. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj, when he was asked by his father, my dear boy, what best thing you have learned from your teachers, will you explain to me? So Prahlad Maharaj immediately replied, Tatsadu manne suravajjadihina sada samudvigna dhiyam asadgraha. Yes, I have learned the best thing is that these materialistic persons who have accepted the asat bhustu, sat and asat, sadgama asato ma, don't keep yourself in the asat, go to the sat, om tat sat. That is the Vedic injunction. So, material world means asad vastu. Asad vastu means not good or which will not stay. Asat. Sat means which exists. And asat means not exist. So, in the material world, nothing will exist. It exists for some time, temporary. The Mayavadi philosopher says, the Brahma Sattva Jagat Mithya. We, Vaishnava, we do not say Mithya because God or Supreme Brahma is true. So there cannot be anything untruth from the truth. That is not possible. Just like if you prepare something from gold, an earring, that earring is also gold. You cannot say it is something else. So, jato va imani bhutani jayante, that is Vedic instruction. Janmadasya jataha. So, supreme, absolute truth is that from whom or from which everything has emanated. So, if everything has emanated from the absolute truth, it cannot be untruth. How it can be untruth? It may be temporary. Therefore, we Vaishnava philosophers, we do not accept this Jagat, as the Mayavadi philosophers say, Jagat Mithya. No, we don't say Mithya. We say Jagat is also Sattva, because the Jagat has emanated from the Supreme. Therefore, it is not Mithya, but it is temporary. That is also explained in the Bhagavad Gita. The material nature is temporary, bhutta bhutta praliyate. It comes into existence and stays for some time, then it is again annihilated. But it is not mithya. We don't say mithya. And it can be utilized for the Supreme Truth. This is Vaishnava. Nidbande Krishna Sambandhe Jukta Vairagam Uchat. Our Vaishnava philosophy is, we don't take anything as mithya. We take it as truth, but we don't use it for purpose of which is not true. The material purpose is not true, but spiritual purpose is true. Therefore, anything you use it for the ultimate truth, absolute truth, that is realization of truth. This is Vaishnava philosophy. Anasaktasya vishayan jatarham upajanjata nidbande krishna sambandhe jukta vairagam uchyate. This is the instruction given by Srila Rupa Goswami. And on the other side, prapanchikataya buddhya hari sambandhi vastuna mumukshuvi parityaga phalgu vairagya gathati. Mumukshuvi means those who are aspiring after mukti. Those who are aspiring after mukti. Because when one is disgusted with these material engagements, sada samudvigna dhiyam, they want to destroy this. Mithya. But the Vaishnava says, the prapanchikataya buddhya hari sambandhi vastuna. Everything has got relation with the Supreme Person or the Absolute Truth. Just like this microphone. It is made of metal. But what is metal? It is another form of earth. So, Krishna says, Bhumi rapanala vayu hangamana buddhiri vacha bhinname prakriti ashtadha. It is his energy. So his energy is the source of energy. So energy, how it can be untrue? That is not untrue. We don't say that this metal has no connection with Krishna. Yes, it has connection because it is production of his own energy. So just like this material world, this cosmic manifestation, is the production of the sunshine. The sun and the sunshine. You cannot say the sunshine is false and the sun is true. That is not night philosophy. If the sun is true, then the sunshine is also true. So we don't say that this Jagat Mithya. No. It may be temporary, but it is not Mithya. Therefore, our Goswamis, they instruct, or Krishna also instructs, that everything belongs to him. Therefore, everything should be utilized for his purpose. That is one thing. So, this creation is made or emanation from Bhagavan, but he is Satchandatma, he has no anxiety. If we want to create something, if we want to construct a building, creation, or anything, a factory, a machine, we have to go through so many anxieties how to make it successful. But Krishna's creation or God's creation is not like that. Just like see, Krishna is standing before you, he has no anxiety. He is very pleasantly with his consort Srimati Radharani and enjoying playing on his flute. There is no anxiety. That is God. If God has got anxiety, then what class of God is? No. So, that anxietyless God you will find in Krishna. The demigods, take any demigod, even Lord Brahma, he is also anxiety, he is meditating. Lord Shiva, he is dancing with his Trishul. He has got something to do, to annihilate. He has got anxiety. Goddess Kali, he is also standing with sword and so many things. So they have got activities. Durga, she is engaged in so many activities. But Krishna, you will find all is Satchandatma, all is peaceful. Krishna, when he is engaged in killing some demons, that Krishna is different from the original Krishna. That is Vasudeva Krishna. That is Vasudeva. Krishna personally does not go anywhere. Padam ekam nagacchati. Giving up Vrindavan, he does not go even stay away. That is original Krishna. And other things, other activities which are done by Krishna, that is Vasudeva Krishna. From Krishna, Vasudeva, Sankarsan, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, then from again Sankarsan, Narayan, again from Narayan, Ditya Chaturbhaha, then Vishnu, Mahavishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Kshirodakshay. In this way, there is system how Krishna expands. Eka Bahushyama. Krishna can expand himself in many, many forms. Advaita, Achyuta, Anadi, Ananta Rupam. Adyam Purana Purusam Navajovanam. He is the Adi Purush. Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhaja. Brahma says. Brahma is not Adi Purush. Brahma says, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhaja. So Krishna is the Adi Purush. And he has got many expansions. Advaita, Achyuta, Anadi. Anadi, Adi. He has no beginning, but he is the beginning of everything. That is called Anadi, Adi. He has no beginning, but he is the beginning of everything. That Advaita, Achyuta, Anadi, Ananta Rupam, and he has expanded himself in so many forms. We are also Krishna's form, but we are Bibhinnansa. And Samsa and Bibhinnansa. The Vishnu Tattva is Bhagavat Tattva, Sangsha, personal expansion. And we are energy expansion. We are also energy. Aparayam itastu viddhi me prakritim para jiva bhuta mahabhav. So jiva prakriti expansion, para prakriti expansion. So Krishna is always Satchandatma. He has no anxiety. Satchandatma atmamaya jajjad vidhatte bhagavan. Satchandan, whatever, even if he is killing a demon, there is no anxiety. That is Krishna. Even if he is killing, he has no anxiety. Satchandatma. That is also confirmed in the Vedic language. Parasa Shakti vividhaiva sriyate natasya karjam karanancha vidyate. So, he has nothing to do personally. His energies act. Then try to understand why Bhagavan is attributed with the word Satchandatma. Because just like a big man, he wants to do something, he simply says to his secretary, this thing must be done. He does everything. And he is quite confident that I have told my secretary and it will be done. The secretary is a person's Shakti, energy. Similarly, if an ordinary man within this world has so much energies or secretaries to act, so just imagine, although Krishna is Jagadishwara, he is managing the whole universe. He is managing. There is brain. The foolish man, they say there is no brain. No, there is brain. But we do not know who is the brain. That is our foolishness. But if we take information from the Shastra, we can understand what is that brain. That brain is explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Mayadhakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam hetunanena kauntya jagadvi parivartate. So, behind this material energy, just like we see, there is cloud, there is thundering sound, there is rain, and from the rain there is crops, there is food grain, then we eat those food grains, annat bhavanti bhutani, parjannat anna sambhavo, then jaggat bhavati parjanya, jagga karma samudbhavam. These things are already stated. Everything, the origin is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Jagga, jagga karma samudbhavam. Jagga means we have to satisfy the Supreme Person. That is called jagga. And this process can be executed when the human society is very regulated. Regulated means there must be division of these varnas and ashramas. Varna means 4 varnas, Brahman, Kshatri, Vaishya, Shudra, and 4 ashramas, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas. They have got their respective duties. So unless the human society is divided into this 8 scientific division and everyone acts according to his position, there cannot be any peace in the world. That is called varnasam. Varnasama charvata purushena parapuman Vishnu aradhate. The ultimate goal is to satisfy the Lord, Supreme Lord Vishnu. Nate vidushartha gating hi Vishnu. But the foolish people, they do not know that ultimate interest is how to satisfy Vishnu. Vishnu aradha. So, when there is dharmasya glani, then Lord Vishnu or Krishna, by his incarnation or personality, he comes. Therefore it is said, jajjat vidhatte bhagavan. But because he comes to paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha duskritam, he has no anxiety. Satchandatma, and he does by his own internal potency. He does not take anyone's help. That is Krishna, that is Bhagavan. Natasya karyam karanancha vidyate. He has got so varieties of energies that everything is done very correctly and perfectly. Natasya karyam karanancha vidyate, natasya sama udikascha dishyate, parasa shakti vividhaiva sriyate, sabhaviki jnana bala kriyaj. Sabhaviki jnana bala. Everything is being done perfectly. So, there are activities. Those who are impersonalists, they cannot understand. They cannot understand what is the personality of God. Na vijanati mamebhva paramam vayam. In the Bhagavad Gita it is. Tirhi gunamai bhavai mohita. Because they were covered by the influence of three kinds of material modes of nature, one cannot understand what is the Supreme Personality of God. Naham prakasa sarvasya yoga maya samavrita. But he reveals himself to the devotees. Bhaktyamam avijanati javan jaschami tattva. So our business is to understand Krishna tattva, in truth, not superficially. Then our life is successful. Janma karma mein divyam jo janati tattva, not superficially. Try to understand Krishna in truth. Therefore here it is said that tani me saddadhanasya kirtanani anukirtayam. Anukirtan. Anukirtan means don't manufacture. Anu means following. Therefore, the Bhagavad Tattva or Bhagavan can be understood by the parampara system. Anu. Evam parampara praptam imam rajasaya. Rajasaya. Formerly the kings, they were Raja, at the same time great saintly person, Rishi. They are not ordinarily this king, Navarsa, engaged in drinking and dancing. No. They were all rishis. All rishis. Up to Maharaj Parikshit. They were trained up in such a way, although it was monarchy, one man's control, but that man is not ordinary man. They are called Naradeva. Naradeva means Bhagavan in the form of a human being. A king must worship therefore, because they were Rajas. Among the Rajas say, Bhagavan says, Krishna says, unless the kings, the government head does not know what is the purpose of this life, what is the purpose of this material world, then how he can rule nicely? It is not possible. He has no purpose. He does not know what is the aim of life. Just like they think that eating, sitting, eating and sleeping and sex life and then die. They like animal life. This is not human life. Human life must know what is the aim of life. That they do not know. Nate vidu sarthagatim hi Vishnu durashayaji bhahirattamana. These foolish people, they are trying to be happy. Durasha. Durasha means this hope will never be fulfilled. That is called durasha. Bhahirattamana. Bhahirattamana. This external. Here is called Atmaya. But there is another Maya. This Maya is the external Maya, external energy. That is this material world. They are trying to be happy in this material world by adjusting material things. That is called durasha. It will never be fulfilled. Therefore in the history you see There have been so many material leaders, but they died simply working hard. They could not make things very properly adjusted. There was Napoleon, there was Hitler, there was Gandhi, there was Nehru, there are so many leaders. But nobody could adjust. This is not possible. That is durasa. Durasayati bhirattama. Because they do not know what is the ultimate goal of life. The ultimate goal of life is to understand Vishnu. And people are going on. Nate vidu sarthagating Vishnu durasayati bhirattama andhajathandhi rupaniyamana stepi satantra urudamni baddha. Andha means blind. If one blind man he is trying to lead other blind men, then what is the benefit? The leader is blind and the follower is blind. Then there will be no result. They do not know Ishatantra Urudamni Baddha. They are tied hands and legs by Ishatantra, by the regulative principles of the nature. So one has to learn from the Shastra. Devidjesha gunamai mama maya durattaya mameva ja prapaddante maya me tang taranti. The prapaddante means bhakti. So the samanam kirtanam is the beginning of bhakti yoga. Therefore he says tani me sadadhanasya kirtanani anukirtaya. Anukirtaya. Just speak to us by following the parampara system. Anu means follow. Anu means always and anu means follow. Anugaman, anukaran. Anukaran means imitation. Anugaman means follow and go. So here anukirtaya. First of all you must know from the authorities what is the truth. Then you speak. Don't speak nonsense. It will not help you or your followers. That is called anukirtaya. So one has to learn how to describe the absolute truth, Bhagavan, how he is acting, how he is merciful, how he is so kind to the living being that he comes personally. He is more anxious to give us education, enlightenment, what is the goal of life. Jada jada hi dharmasya glani bhavati bharata. And he leaves the literature, he leaves his devotee, he leaves his follower, the parampara system. Take advantage of this. This Krishna consciousness movement is meant for giving the whole human society this advantage of understanding what is the absolute truth. It is not a bogus thing. It is actually this anukirtaya. We are not manufacturing our philosophy. There is no business. Why shall we try for unnecessarily waste our energy for manufacturing? There are so many things to be learned which is already there in the Vedic literature. Just try to learn and distribute it. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. Bharat bhumite manusya janma haila ja. Janma sarthak kori karo paropoka. That is being attempted. Anyone who has taken birth in this land of Bharatvarsha, it is his duty to make his life successful by taking advantage of this Vedic literature. But we are not taking advantage of Vedic literature, we are going to learn technology. That is our misfortune. Technology is Shilpakala, just like an artistic man. That is not real education. Real education is how to solve the problem of life, janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshanudarshana. That is education. So this education, this transcendental education, is to enlighten people how to become relieved from this entanglement of material life, janma mrityu jara vyadhi. Thank you very much.